if you're of a particular age, you remember the 8-bit games consoles of the late 70s and early 80s. The most popular of these was the Atari 2600.
If I owned this store, I'd get rid of all these video games and just stock this one, the Atari 2600. Because if you've got an Atari, you can play Ms. Pac-Man, Centipede, Vanguard, Space Invaders. It's free with the Atari. More hit games than any other system. But if you haven't got an Atari, you can't. Oh, hello, Dad.
The #1 game, Atari.
Atari 2600, now with Space Invaders.
The simplest way to recreate this sort of nostalgia is to buy one of these flashback consoles with over 100 of the original 8-bit video games built in. Now, to properly recreate the 80s feel, you'll need a CRT-based analog colour TV. This is a portable colour television set I found on the council strip a couple of years back. It's an NEC from the late 1980s, of course with an analog tuner. It doesn't have an AV input. It only has an antenna input. So in that sense, it's not immediately useful. So what I need to do, of course, to make it useful to me is to add an AV input. Now, ideally, to wire AV connections to an existing TV, you want the circuit diagram. But getting one for this particular set, well, I wasn't able to get one. I found though the chips that it used are also not easy to get data for, but using that I found a part of a circuit diagram for a TV that used the video chip and indicated that at pin 12 the video detection or the video output was made. So by cutting a trace on the board and then wiring the connection to the test point next to pin 12, I've got a video connection. Audio was just as difficult because this thing used an audio chip. I found the chip data for that. The audio IC does a whole lot of processing in addition to just amplifying, and I was rather worried that this might interfere with the sound, but what I did was just again cut a track near the output from the intermediate frequency part of the circuit and just soldered a connection onto the input of the audio chip, and then we will give it a shot. With the AV inputs exposed, you can now connect your game's console. Shoot aliens, don't get killed. In the 80s, games instructions were that simple.